Hey folks, welcome back here to the Vegas Don channel. This is Vegas Vickie. She used to be outside here on Fremont Street, outside Glitter Gulch, and when that shut down, her future was in jeopardy. There's a steakhouse down there as well, but her future was in jeopardy, and so when they built the Circa here, they decided to bring her in and hang her right there. And so there she is, circa 1980. You can see the backstory there. Glitter Gulch. Her counterpart, Vegas Vic, is still outside. You could say that they got divorced and she got the house or the casino because now she's indoors and Vic has to endure the elements outside. But really interesting stuff down here. A lot of history down here in Las Vegas. I think it's easier to enjoy when you're not losing money to the casinos. There's a reason why the casinos look as good as they do. They're not built on winners, that's for sure. Look at this yellow, blue, and red primary color striping set on that black background on the carpet there. That's curious. It's meant to draw you in. It's almost reminiscent of childhood in a way because those are the primary colors that we first saw, of course, growing up, right? And then just thinking about the psychology of things, like, you know how most fast food is all red and yellow, right? And then blue is usually indicative of trust. That's why they use it for like hospitals and stuff like that, because you're supposed to be able to trust hospital. This is a very long bar here at the Circa. The D, which is also owned by the same folks that own this one, also has a long bar. In fact, it is called Long Bar, and it is said to be the longest bar in the state of Nevada at 100 feet. So I'm not sure how many feet this one here is, but it can't be far behind. We just have this big wall or bank of TVs sitting there. More casino slot games. You know, if you have money to spend, I think the best thing to do is just set yourself a budget when you're coming into town. Do not exceed that budget, and just prepare to lose that money. Just keep your expectations low. You're not going to come down. No one comes to Vegas and takes the whole town down. You know, that's what everyone thinks when they come to Vegas, and I think that was kind of the mindset of the guys when they in the movie The Hangover when they were first coming into town. But of course, that story went awry the morning after. But it's best not to dwell on what you've lost. Make it something that you can afford to lose. I think that's the best way to do it, in my humble opinion. I don't gamble. I have it from time to time. You can see some more street performers over here. I gambled once in the Four Queens one time last year to try and get one of those Silver Strike coins for my sons. I only got one, and then spent $50 on it for a $10 Silver Strike coin. So you could say I definitely overpaid. See the bar here, whiskey liquor up and down. There's the upstairs, and this is the downstairs here at Binion's Hotel and Casino. And again, a very old building. You can see the low-flung ceilings here, which is pretty much throughout Fremont Street. I feel like you just reach up and touch the ceiling there. Maybe stand on your tiptoes and bump your head up on that thing. ATM ticket redemption. So that's going to be the only machine in here that actually gives you money back. The ATM machine. The rest of them, not so much. Yeah, so I think if you change your mindset, it just becomes easier when you lose the money. So here is $1 million in cash. So we saw $2.7 million, or $2.9 million in gold bars next door at the Circa. Here is $1 million cash that you can come in here and take your photo with at Binion's. Wait for these folks to get out of here so I can go in there and show you $1 million in cash. Of course, it's probably just there are probably only hundreds on the outside, and just like singles or something, or maybe Monopoly money inside those, right? Who knows? But it's a cool selfie opportunity. to say I took a picture with $1,000,000. Goodness knows I'll never see it. But good times here. And another selfie opportunity. You know, when it comes down to what is there to do on Fremont Street, you know, there are these things and they're free. Come over here to Binion's and take a photo with $1,000,000 cash. Or at least we think it's $1,000,000 cash. Gonna head back out here to Fremont Street. You can see some of the machines in here are kind of somewhat older. I'm not sure how they decide. There's probably a decision desk somewhere up in the casino hierarchy where they decide which machines go where and how many of each kind. But certainly the newer casinos seem to have the newest slots. But I know around town, at like 7-Eleven and stuff, the slot machine companies run routes and they will pay like 7-Eleven and other convenience stores money to have their slot machines located there. So I'm not quite sure how it works on this scale at this level with the big casinos. I don't think that the leasing company would come in here and pay them for it. But if you happen to know, drop a comment. Let us all know. Magic show there. He likes to draw people in and get you to watch, which kind of makes you feel obligated to tip them at that point. They each have a different shtick down here. Oh boy, here we go again. Note that they are not moving. They do this. And he's saying, okay, that's okay. That's, you know, that's good money. Oh, okay. Oh, all right, good. Oh, well, that's not enough, dude. You're going to have to give us more. Someone's going to give us more before we do anything here. So he pulls one out of here. And he holds it up to the crowd to say, 1, 2, 3. This has to be split 3 ways. And I can't see what denomination bill that is, but he's trying to say it's not enough for 3 of us to do this stuff. My suggestion at this point, then, would be to go find a job, in my humble opinion. Because if you're not making enough down here, there's no reason to be here. Leave the circle for someone that wants to actually perform. And we've seen this a lot. Different groups down here on Fremont, they just stand here. They get 2-hour windows in these circles, assuming no one else wants them, unless there's someone waiting on the circle. There's some more. They look in there. Okay, yeah, that's great. We're getting closer to whatever it is we want, but nothing happens. Sure, a lot of these guys are going to end up deleting these videos. There's more money. And more of this. Yeah, oh, give me a fist bump. Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, it really hurts. Gosh. These guys can put on a show, huh? Please do like, follow, share, and subscribe to us. It really helps recommend us to other viewers, and it really helps recommend us to the almighty algorithm. And the almighty algorithm is what really carries the weight of your voice to other folks. So please help us out there. Yeah, so they're just standing here, doing nothing, waiting for money to drop into their buckets. I honestly don't know if these guys do any performing, to be honest with you. They have a huge crowd here around him. And he's like counting everyone to say, as if to say, if each of you gave us $20 or whatever, then we could start the show. But he's trying to indicate, yeah, there's 3 of us, it's got to be split 3 ways. And so he's got 2 different denominations up there. He's holding the higher denomination up in his left hand there, as if to say, that's the one we really want. Yeah, give us this one instead. I mean, this flies in the face of what they're trying to do down here, I think, on Fremont Street. So then they say, okay, well, we got this guy back here that can do some contortionist kind of stuff. Check this out. Okay, that's enough, because they didn't give us enough for you to keep going. God. It is wild. Just wild. And at this point, I just give up. Because I'm like, you know what? They're never going to move. It's a scam, in my humble opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. If any of you have ever seen these guys actually perform, let me know. I'm curious to know what it is they do, but they're just standing there. So we're going to head back eastbound here on the Fremont Street Experience. If you like drone videos, check out Vids from Mike, VIDSFROMMIKE. Does some awesome sunrise and sunset drone videos here in Vegas, to include plane spotting and the elusive and mysterious Janet Airlines. If you're unfamiliar with Janet Airlines, feel free to do a quick Google search and prepare to be wowed and amazed. So walk here next to the Golden Nugget on Fremont Street. This used to be opened up to two-way vehicular traffic at one point. In 94, they closed it off and decided to create the modern pedestrian mall promenade that you see here before you today. So we go inside the Golden Nugget now. Pretty cool lights at the top there. I like them. They're kind of like orange. They're kind of like warm and cool, and then the red as well. So it's like a mix of all of them. It's pretty cool. So these are the machines you'll see here inside the Golden Nugget on Fremont Street. And again, with the very modern looking machines. I think you have probably 3 LED screens incorporated into that one machine. We have the cash cage over here off to our left. We do not want to put the camera anywhere over near the direction of that. That will get me in trouble. And then you have a poker room in there. And it's packed in here. There are people gambling away in here. And if they're not gambling, they're watching at some of the tables. So we continue to walk the corridors here at Golden Nugget. Again, thank you all so very, very much for joining. Please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. And as always, remember here on the Vegas Town channel, it's the journey, where what happens in Vegas stays here on the Vegas Town channel on YouTube. We'll see you next time, folks.